All right, good morning, everyone. This is Frank Ochoa with your pre-market report for the MTS Trading Room, along with Kathy Garber and also Jack Rose. And welcome to the new week. We got 2 more days in the year. Hopefully, everyone's holiday was fantastic over the last week. And back to a little bit of trading today. I'm looking at a daily chart of the ES right now. We had some. We reached our one of our key targets for the daily chart. Basically, the primary monthly target I had at 1820, 1819 for a long time, 1820. We finally hit 1820, and the next upside target I had between 1840 and 42 quarter. We hit a high of 1840 last week, and I still have 1842 quarter as the secondary monthly target so far. We're currently holding, at the highs of the recent overall advance. There could be a pullback from here, but overall, I think as long as the ES remains above 1806.75 on a swing basis, that's any pullback to that zone could be a buying opportunity for another round higher. We are kind of building out where we kind of finished last week, and that could lead to an early pullback. But right now, a breakout either direction from Friday's range could spark some early directional movement. Dropping down into a lower time frame chart for a moment, you can actually see we're kind of building out right now. 1836 half is VPOC, and it's just very quiet so far. I think the early range here to watch is probably 1833, 1834, and 1839's 1840. So that band on top and bottom is probably the early range to watch. If we get above that 1840 zone, then we have 2 targets above. I have a scaling target at 1843 and a primary at 47 for the ES. And if we get below those 1833s, 1834s, then we have 2 targets below, a scaling at 1830 and a half and a primary at 26 half. So that's what I have right now for the ES. Taking a look at crude oil for a moment. Let's drag crude oil over here. Here's a daily chart of crude oil. Basically, this one's holding above the 99.52 key level, or 99.50 key level rather. We've already hit both of the key targets for the month on this contract, with the second one being 99.52. We have an inside day that's building out so far, but not a whole lot to say from there. I think 99.50 is going to be the early key level here. We break down below that, then we have an opportunity to get back to 98.55s. If we continue to hold above 99.50s, then continued overall strength is ahead. Ever since we had that big thrusting up day over here, I was calling for more overall strength on a longer term basis, 5 and 10 weeks looking out. And so far we've made a nice overall advance, but it hasn't been emphatic. But getting back above 99.50 is important, and getting into 100 was important for the bulls. And I think there's still some upside potential up toward 102.50. We have a primary weekly target here at 101.97 on the upside and 102.75. So for the week, those are the 2 upside targets. On the downside, 98.07 and 97.29, you can see here on the screen, is also the downside targets. So dropping down for a moment in crude oil, briefly here, you can see crude just rallied a bit and then kind of got the rug pulled out from under it off the 99.90s. The key level here at 99.50 is still important, and the fact that we kind of rejected here after seeing weakness this morning is kind of short-term bearish. If we can't get above those 99.90s here, which has been rejected a couple times short-term, then we have downside targets to play to here at 99.61, and then again a secondary target at 99.34. If we get above that 90s, then we have upside targets here at 101.16, or 116 rather, and then the primary at 143. So that's all I have for right now. Let's see how it plays out the rest of the morning. Good morning, everyone. Let's make it a great week.